No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So North Carolina's offense has the ball first today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got a man, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Hunt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So NC State's offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Makes the quick grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw on third. Gets it out quickly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll keep it himself. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Stumbled to the ground. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Third down, red zone play, ground alive. Looking to throw again. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. On third and goal, you can't We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Sometimes turning your nose up at easy points can come back to bite you, but can they make it pay off by converting on fourth down? Now the play fake. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Sends it back in motion. And back to the air on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The fair catch called for and made. They'll try to pop the draw. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it down the middle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Snagged out of the air. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a shot. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? They're going to test the right side with this one. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The kick is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Smith. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They haven't really been it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Beckham. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a spot in the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snags it over the middle. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Off play action. Finds his tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Snap from the gun on third down. Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. He's got his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, North Carolina! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The play action fake. Right down the middle. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wants to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Rushes on him. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll give it to the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Tar Heels will snap it on first and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Power football with the run. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the 1st down. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They kick it away on 4th down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got the back in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.